What is the reason behind Samaritans' persistence in conducting ritual sacrifices, even after the loss of their temple, in contrast to Jews? The reason behind Samaritans' persistence in conducting ritual sacrifices, even after the loss of their temple, is rooted in their belief that sacrifices are necessary for the forgiveness of sins and for maintaining a relationship with God. They believe that Mount Gerizim in the West Bank is the true location chosen by God for worship, rather than Jerusalem, where the Jewish temple was located. This belief is based on the Samaritan Pentateuch, their version of the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible, which differs from the Jewish Masoretic Text. Additionally, the Samaritans view themselves as the true inheritors of the ancient Israelite religion, and see the continuation of sacrifices as a way to preserve their identity and heritage. On the other hand, Jews believe that sacrifice is no longer necessary after the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 CE. Instead, they focus on prayer and study as central components of their faith. The loss of their temple led Jews to adapt their religious practices and find new ways to connect with God without physical sacrifices.
Why do Jewish individuals not partake in the animal sacrifice mentioned in the Torah, whereas Samaritans do? The biggest reason why Jewish individuals do not partake in animal sacrifices as mentioned in the Torah lies in the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem in 70 AD. The temple was the center of Jewish worship and the place where they conducted animal sacrifices. After the destruction of the temple, the Jewish community had to adapt their religious practices. The rabbis decided that prayers and good deeds could replace animal sacrifices as the means of atonement for sins. In contrast, Samaritans, who consider only the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, as their holy scripture, continue to practice the tradition of animal sacrifice. Samaritans did not develop the strong rabbinic tradition that Jews did, and their worship remains centered around Mount Gerizim, which they believe was the original holy place appointed by Yahweh. As such, the two groups' differing histories and interpretations of religious law have resulted in different practices regarding animal sacrifices.